The lush countryside in upstate New York around the college town of Geneseo might easily inspire poetry, music, or fine art. In the case of Aaron Paul Lazar, it inspires spine-tingling tales that have taken the form of 12 highly regarded mystery novels, including 9 in the extremely popular Gus Lagarde series. Quite an accomplishment by itself. And yet Aaron is also an engineer working for Kodak, developing the highly complex digital production color presses that can print thousands of pieces and customize every one. So to say Aaron is an ambassador for print would be an understatement. From creating the actual content to developing the technology that gets it down on paper, Aaron knows firsthand the value of print to communicate in a way that no other medium can.
At first you would think you'd be hard-pressed to understand how being an engineer and working on data and hardware and toner and developer and film and such could even be remotely related to writing mysteries. But there really is an inherent mystery involved in the engineering field, and that is when you're trying to design something like the best toner in the world, and you want it to fit into these stringent categories, it just doesn't happen overnight. I mean, you have to go back and you have to experiment and you have to dig and you have to find those perfect sweet spots in the formula or in the set points of the machine that work. And that is an exciting mystery to solve. Being an ambassador for print, to me, means that you want to engage people, to motivate them, to inspire them to either purchase print or use print in some way in their lives, and who also perhaps brings them back, for more. And when you write a mystery series like Lagarde Mysteries, which actually there are 9 books now coming, and each time a reader comes to me and says, where's the next book? And they practically, throttle me, trying to get me to give them the next book. It's a great feeling, and it's also a great thing for print. Tremolo takes place on the lakeside in 1964. I think it's true that the technology that brings you ebooks is a little bit more intrusive, maybe, because oftentimes when you're looking at, if you're online reading, you get all these ads flashing in the background, and it isn't that personal, one-to-one kind of a feeling that you have when you hold a book that an author has written. I feel the same way when I pick up a book by a favorite author. I feel like he's speaking to me. And yet, if I'm reading it online, there is a little bit of distance that occurs there, and so it's not quite as immediate as print. She slid them up to free her hands and peered at me through a mass of dark curls, moving closer to her brother. All of my readers, myself included, we prefer to have that physical book in our hands. There's a feeling of making progress when you've got the book there, you've finished a page, and you physically turn the page. It's also a connection that I think it's a lot easier to get into the book when you don't have to worry about the sunlight glinting on the screen. You can carry a book out to the field, you can carry it on a boat, on a dock, you can stick it in your back pocket, and there's that sense of ownership that comes with holding a physical print book.
As much as our world changes, the basic human need to communicate remains as strong as ever. And print is vital to that process. People like Aaron Paul Lazar and all the people who read his books with such enjoyment are proving it every day.